South Dunedin is soon to get its own community garden. The Bathgate Park School garden will have everything from a BioDome greenhouse to a food forest where virtually everything is edible. Graham Copson is leading the project and he joins us tonight. Good evening, Graham.
Good evening, Becca.
Tell us a little bit about the garden's history. How did it get started?
Right, I've been helping a few schools in Dunedin for the last few years with their edible gardens under a project called Project Oasis. And it was at a meeting for that in August that Pete Buchanan, a teacher from Bathgate Park School, approached me and said that he was interested in establishing an edible garden operated as a community garden, something he'd done in a previous school with great success, and whether or not I could help him with that. I recognise that a community garden is a bit more to take on than a simple edible garden for the school. So I took the idea back to my Rotary Club, Dunedin South, and asked if they'd be interested in helping to support it. And they were very excited at the idea and decided to run it as a project under the Community Services Committee with myself as the project leader.
So you've mentioned Pete, and there's yourself and your Rotary Club. Is there anybody else involved in the project?
Yeah, there really is. And in fact, the level of support for the idea has been absolutely overwhelming. Once word got out that we'd put together a proposal for the community garden at Bathgate Park School, we were literally flooded with offers of support and assistance. And as a result, we were very quickly able to put together a steering committee with representatives from local residents, local business, Claire Curran's office, Idea Services, and of course myself from Rotary, Dunedin South, and the school. How
will this project be funded?
We are going to the likes of the Otago Community Trust, who have come forward with a very generous funding offer for us to fund the whole of the Phase 1, which is the establishment of the site works and the pathways. And we have another application in with another trust for Phase 2, which is establishment of the raised garden beds and the BioDome.
Sorry, now how do you expect that the project will work, that the garden will work?
Right, we've deliberately set up the garden to provide maximum benefit to the children of the school and to the wider community. So we've made it as accessible as possible, both in design of the garden to provide a range of garden types, and the formed pathways to enable everybody to get in there. There'll be workshops, working bees, and during school hours the school children will be in there, and outside of school hours it'll be open to the public.
Tell us about the BioDome. Right,
yes, that's a rather wonderful
buzzword.
Yes, but it's a geodesic dome greenhouse, and at 5 metres diameter and 20 square metre footprint, 3.5 metre tall. It creates quite a volume of space inside. It's got raised growing beds, shelves and hanging baskets. So you walk into this abundance of food as you walk in there. So that's lovely.
And the food forest?
Now that's also exciting. If you take the concept of a natural forest which is diverse and with trees and bushes and shrubs and ground cover, and then create a forest entirely of edible plants, and that's a food forest. To me that's really exciting.
When do you expect planting to begin?
Right, building starts of the garden in about 3 weeks' time, and we're looking to get the phases 1 and 2 complete by the end of winter, with a early to mid-September launch of the garden.
We look forward to mapping out its progress. Graham Copson, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much indeed.